month.
I should mention that joining us now is MSNBC senior contributing editor and the founding director of the Race Card Project, Michele Norris. Michele, I just got to get your reaction to both what you've seen tonight in terms of these speeches, but also what you've been hearing in terms of your reporting.
Well, just what you were saying about the workers, you know, when you see Elon Musk with that big blinged out red chainsaw, you know, it's not just that they are firing people, that they're doing it in such an ignominious manner. They're doing it with glee. Yeah. You know, and it is just wrong in the way that they're doing this. I was struck by a couple of things. I do believe that we're going to see them go after Social Security. You know, they asked the bank robber, why did you go to the bank? Well, because that's where the money is. Yeah. And in order for them to get to these numbers, they're probably going to look at Social Security. And that's an opportunity for the Democrats to message to people. And, you know, is your mom okay? Is your family okay? I spent a good time texting with people who work with farmers, because I decided to focus on one thing. They work with farmers in Minnesota, Illinois, and Iowa, and they were very upset, you know, by this and the tariffs. The farmers are going to get hit very hard in this. They got hit last time in the trade war with China. They barely recovered last time. We're talking about big numbers, hundreds of millions of dollars. Some of the people who are involved in direct-to-consumer farming, organic farming, will probably do okay, but commodity farmers are going to get hit really hard. The USAID program, they grow sorghum, they grow barley, they grow wheat, and those secondary markets are very important to them. And not just through the Food for Peace program, but also just selling, you know, a third of the corn grown in Illinois goes to Mexico. And Mexico will likely look for other sources. They'll look to South America. Pork and soybean go to China. So this is going to have a direct impact. And what I'm hearing from people is a level of disrespect. You know, he said it on Truth Social. He said it tonight. This is going to be great for the farmers. Go out and have fun. First of all, farming is not
have fun. He
you know,
literally used the phrase,
have fun. If you've ever spent any time on a farm, they're great pride in what they do, but it's not fun. And I just want to say one thing about the pride, because that's one of the things that I know in the time that I have personally spent on farms. For the farmers who are involved in the USAID program, it is a source of income for them, but it is also a source of pride and dignity. When you travel throughout the Midwest and places like Kansas and Illinois, you've seen this when you've been out on the campaign trail, they will have signs on the side of the farms that say, we feed the world. That is how they see themselves. And he does not understand that. He doesn't respect that aspect of their work. And I don't think, and one of the things I heard today from someone I was talking to in Minnesota said that they don't think that he respects them as entrepreneurs, as businessmen. And that's essentially what farmers are. They're businessmen, and he's messing with their money.
So his uniquely Trumpian stupidity about farming, because he knows the farmers are going to suffer very quickly on retaliatory tariffs. He said to them, you can just sell your products in the United States.
No competition.
For all of Donald Trump's lifetime and before, the United States of America has produced more food than it can eat. If we eat all day, we cannot eat that food. And the farmer knows, the grain farmers especially, commodity farmers, as you put it, know that they need those foreign markets, which Donald Trump is now cutting off to them. And that buffoon of a president thinks they can just sell it to us.
I literally laughed at that line.
Tomatoes and avocados. Yes. You know, in
Minnesota.
Right.
Yeah. I laughed at that line because I was like, buddy, do you know how much soy you're talking about?
No, so much soy. He has no idea.
There's also, I mean, it's the USAID cuts, it's the tariffs. In between are the programs like the USDA programs that have been cut. These supposedly wasteful government programs and contracts that Elon Musk and his team of interns are cutting. In New England, where I live most of the time, I mean, what we're seeing is small to medium scale farmers who have done projects that they signed up with USDA to do that are improvement projects for their land and for farming techniques that are something the U.S. government wants to invest in order to make the most out of our farming capability and our ag capability. And they've done those things, whether it's fencing or soil amendments or something with their dairy herds. They've done these things. They're out. These are small farmers, you know, family farms that are out tens of thousands of dollars, or in some cases six figures. And that money has been cut off. They've spent it. And because they were told they'd be reimbursed, and now they're not. And these places are not going to make it to June. They're not going to make it to a harvest season with the way that this stuff has been done. And there is no fixing it. There isn't undoing these programmatic savings, which they did with their, you know, blinged out Chinese chainsaw, with all the glee and the and all of the insult along with the injury.